Hello, good evening, everybody. It's your girl again. Hope we're staying safe and you're having a good time. Tonight, I want to charge our hearts with a topic I titled The Youth of My Generation. The Youth of My Generation. Now, before I go further, I would like to expatiate on whom a youth really is and between what range and what range is one considered to be a youth, as well as the categories of youth we have. Now, let me start by saying a youth is a person that is no longer a child. As a layman understanding. Now, a youth is a personality that is filled with knowledge, filled with strength, filled with energy and power. A youth is actually a transition from dependence of childhood to adulthood independence. That's what I see as a youth. So for someone to be called a youth, he or she is no longer a child. Okay? Now, for me, I would say a youth actually starts from the age range of 14 down to 30. So between that age range, someone can be considered to be a youth. Now, let's fire on the youth of my generation. Now, I read something down. I said, youth of my generation, of this generation, is actually classified into three categories. Now, the first one are those ones that are actually burning for Christ. God, these are men that carry passion and fire, and they are ready to set their world ablaze. Now, the second one are actually those that are confused. They don't even know where they stand. They don't know if they are for Christ or not. Their own is they just go wherever the winds blow them. That's the second category. Now, the third is what I call determined destructive youth. These are those ones that are burning. They are actually burning, but they are burning for the devil. Now, when I said they are burning for the devil, it simply means they have no interest of God at all. They just want to do things to glorify the name of Satan. So these are the three categories of youths we have in our generation. Now, permit me to ask you, what category do you fall into? What category do you fall into? What am I saying? The youth of my generation. Now, we'll move further. I actually wrote something down. A song artist. She inspires me a lot. And there's this line of her song I wrote down. It says, "If I am not burning for Jesus, I don't know who I am burning for. I don't know what I am burning for." I guess you know who I'm talking about. It's no other person but Victoria Orenze. It may interest you to know that mantles are dropping. That's my concern. Men are returning home. Men are going back home. Some have gone. They dropped mantle. Some are going. Then what is our youth doing? Are we just sitting and watching these men go? Imagine where all of these men go back. What will become of our generation? I am yet to see a preacher that would host the presence of God like Catherine Kuma. I am begging God to be a replica, just half of what she did. I just want to do half, not even all of it, half, or even 1/3 of what she did. Now, what am I saying? Our youth are so occupied with many things, and yet they are forgetting the only thing they are supposed to not forget. Now, Jesus said to Martha, he said, Martha, you are too cumbersome with so many things, but just one thing is important, and Mary has taken that step, which is sitting at the feet of Jesus to listen and learn of him. Now our youth are too disturbed. They want to make money. They want to make fame. They want to have power. They want to have so many things. But is that really needful? Now, one needful thing we ought to do is to sit at the feet of Jesus. But in my youth, it's just one part of them that are ready to do this. Now, permit me to ask, where does the future of Nigeria lies with such a youth? If 2/3 of our youths are confused, they are determined to be destructive. They just want to destroy and waste their lives. Where is our country heading into? Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, what if men like Apostle Selma, Apostle Suleiman, Apostle Arome, name them, Papa Oneche, Papa Deboye, Papa Kumuyi, name them. What if those men go home to rest? Where are we living this generation? In what hands are we living it into? If 2/3, I bet you, of the youth of this generation can pick up the mantles that are dropping and born for Christ, now that they are young, I could imagine, what will I be doing in such a young age if not to serve God? If I don't serve God now, then when else will I serve Him? Is it when I'm old and walking with old stick? Is it when I'm weak and my bones are weak? Is that when I would serve God? Now, it may interest us to know that in as much as God is interested in the youth, the devil as well is very much interested in the youth. Now see, go to social media and see the trending things. Youths find it difficult to even talk about God. Some of them feel ashamed to talk about the person that gives them life. And it pains me to see what is happening in my generation. Can you be the voice that this generation is waiting for? I bet you, if all of us as youth will stand our ground in the place of prayer, Nigeria will be better than this. Maybe the reason why they despise the youth is because we are not productive. How can you be productive when you cannot go back to the farmer that originally planted the plant, or rather the seed? Then how can you produce fruit? So I beg us tonight, the youth in the house, God is in need of you. He said in Ezekiel 22:30, I sought for a man that will stand in the gap. If you're not standing in the gap as a youth, what then are you doing? What then are you doing? What then are you doing? Can we hold our hands together and better Nigeria? Can we put hands together? Can we put efforts together and make Nigeria a distinct nation of progress and prosperity, just as God has ordained it to be? Can we make our nation a better place? Stop complaining. The government is the government that. Let's do something. Let's do something to better this country. Enough of the no job, whatever, the unemployment rate is just too much. I bet you nobody just get jobs like that. People burn altars. People speak and it comes to pass. If you don't know it now. The spiritual controls the physical. So if we can walk on our spiritual life, then go and sleep, because everything is settled. Yeah, I am tired of seeing youths every now and then going up and down with files, with certificates. No job. There are jobs. Why would those old men come down when they don't see anything you want to give them? So let's put hands together and make Nigeria, in fact, make the world a better place where Christ will be established. Have a good night rest. Bye.